I keep on making more of these, and I keep on putting the big ones on top of this. Like, they look so cool. At some point, I'm gonna run out of room, though. So before we get on to today's video, don't forget to like the video if you liked the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, link is down below to the merch store. Go get some great merch. So the main purpose of today's video is to talk about the Stream Elements Deskpad, and the one I had in my store. I had the extra large one, and I'm assuming the smaller one is made of the same material and quality. Now, before we get into that, we're going to talk about what I look for in a Deskpad, because that is important. Your Deskpad can help make your setup all just be a little more comfortable, because a Deskpad is, at least my opinion, should be soft and help give you a little cushion for your hands. Now, some people like harder, slicker ones. I prefer the softer ones. That's just a preference of mine. Your mileage may vary on which one you like more. Now, my example of a decent one is going to be the Atrix one. It is not the best one I have. The best one I have currently is hiding. That's probably going to make an appearance again here in a minute. Not in the video, but on my desk. So, first thing is these stitched edges right here. These are really nice, and it keeps the material on top that is glued, generally, to the rubber attached to the fabric. Now, the little slight gloss finish to the pad is also really nice. It helps give the sensor on the mouse to know which direction you're going, because that's how the sensors work. It looks and it tries to figure out which direction you're going. So if you ever get something called mouse drift, which doesn't happen as much anymore. It doesn't happen as much anymore. To my knowledge, it's more of a mouse ball problem. You know, just problems you have with mouse balls, which aren't used that much anymore unless you're getting a trackball. Another thing I really like is the thickness. I like making sure it's a decent amount of thickness, and you're not really going to know unless you try out some. The one from another YouTuber, Linus Tech Tips, his mouse pad is honestly as thick as this, and I love that one. Honestly, Atrix did a great job with theirs. It's almost like they went to the same manufacturer to get their pads. And another added thing is the bottom. See how the bottom has these little, actually you probably can't tell that well. See how the bottom has these little textured look to it? It does. It has little rivets in them going crisscross to help make sure that it gets a grip and it stays on there. Because even though it's rubber, you don't want it to slide around on your desk. You want it to be pretty much flat on there. Now, this is something the Stream Elements pad also has, these same texture, the exact same texture. What it does not have is the stitching on the edges, which is a problem for me, because if you use it often enough, that means the fabric on top is peeling off, and it's starting to do that on mine. I've been using this for about, let me see, I have to check my order. A little over 3 months, 3.5 months is about how long I've been using this. This is going to be the shortest used mouse pad that I have. Most of my mouse pads I've used for a year or two. They're all perfectly fine. This one is fraying at the edge. It's peeling off of the rubber. And to me, that was a problem. It's also why it's no longer on my merch store. I took it off my merch store because I did not like the quality of the product after using it myself. So there is that. Now, it's really easy fix for Stream Elements to do. All they have to do is, instead of just using the normal desk pads they have, is put an embroidered edge to it, or at least give the option for that. I would say just make them all like that, but that's me. Not everybody agrees to the same kind of tastes. So I would say for right now, these desk pads aren't really good enough for using, but they would be great props. For instance, I'm debating on taking this one I have now and putting it on something, because I could have it for an idea an idea that I have to have like a little desk, a floating desk that kind of hides my upper body or lower body and has my symbol on it, my logo, because that way you're staring right at my logo. They could also just get a flag in the merch store, which I would be so in love with. I would love a logo flag. Please, Stream Elements, a flag. But that's not the point of today's video. Today's video was desk pads. So what are some good desk pads? Well, the Atrix one's perfectly fine. You might have some problems with the company that owns Atrix though, because not everybody likes GameStop. GameStop is the company that owns Atrix, and I'm neither here nor there. I'm not going to take an opinion on this because I don't know enough about the story behind everything. Because I am one person. Let's hop onto Amazon and look at some. All right, so doing a very quick Google search shows you all the desk pads. First thing you'll notice, and we're just gonna open a few. This one is stating it's leather, comes in 3 different sizes, has that sleek professional design with that Apple phone and iMac and Apple desktop and whatever that is. That's probably a Thunderbolt thing. It's what I'm assuming. Even comes with a leather strap so you can roll it up. It has waterproof, but do you notice anything else it doesn't have? It doesn't have that stitched edge. I'm very big about that stitched edge. That stitched edge has to be there. Otherwise it will fray and unravel off the rubber. So don't get this one from Vine Creations. It looks nice, but it's not very practical when used for long periods of time. The Amazon Basics. We're gonna have the same problem here with that non-frayed edge, but it's cheap. It's 20 bucks. That's pretty cheap for the size it's giving, because you're getting a 30 by 20 by 15, almost 16, honestly. And now they're all gonna have this water resistant thing. It's rubber with a fabric that they all choose to be waterproof or water resistant. Don't fall for that. They all have it. That means it's not that big of a thing. It doesn't make them special. It just means they're like every other one. And here, this one's from Pup Lures. Who names these companies that get on Amazon? They have 3 different designs. Both have a 2-side color tone to it. Blue and pink's really nice, actually. Still, no stitched edge. A lot of people aren't really doing these stitched edges, and it shows because of how cheap they generally are. This one's a little more just because, well, it's huge, 47 by 17. That is bigger than my desk. Let me see if I can find one that actually is good. This one would be okay. It doesn't have that stitched edge because it's just a clear sheet of plastic. And of course, waterproof because it's a clear sheet of plastic. But it's a good price. That's 10 bucks basically. 10 bucks for something that is going to be clear, match your aesthetic because it's the same color as your desk, no matter what, because it's a clear plastic. That looks like it has it. Hey, there we go. This one has the stitched edge. Now, it's 10 bucks, which means they probably aren't using very high quality fabric, high quality printing, and most likely isn't going to be that thick. It's probably going to be really thin. So there is like a price to quality thing to it. This is also huge. It's 13 by 14. You're seeing it 30 by 14. 13. 30 by 14. Can you guys tell I'm a little tired? But if you do a bit of searching and you do some researching, you can find some really good ones. This is like if you still had like a wood desk and wanted to have that kind of business look for it, these would be really good for that. Look at that. That wood? That is wood. I'm not sure if it's real wood, but that is looking really nice. That looks really slick. I like how it has like all these antique vintage like desk and stuff, and then you have an apple. But like, as I'm showing here, there are many different designs for desk pads. There are many different companies that do it. There are ways to definitely tell if it's worth your time and money to even look at. It's a desk pad? Yeah, it is a desk pad, and it has to-do lists on it. So it's mildly interesting, but also slightly weird. Hey, it's got a ruler on the bottom. Well, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it makes sense on what I'm talking about. Honestly, desk pads are a little bit of a harder thing to explain because desk pads are hard to choose from because it's all in personal opinion. But I hope I made it a little easier for you guys to go through and try and find ones that are a bit more towards your tastes, as well as hoping that you guys find one that you enjoy and love after finding this video and watching this video. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also, again, link is down to the merch store. Go get some merch. If you guys enjoyed this video, go check out the video on the Asus Spatha X. Honestly, this is one of my favorite mouses now that I've used it. It's a little bulky, so some people not like it, but it does wonders for me, and I enjoy it. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and have a good day.